Hey everybody, this is Drew Bennett from BenSpark.com, and it is absolutely no surprise and no secret that I love t-shirts. I just love all sorts of different kind of t-shirts, funny ones and ones for comics and stuff like that, a lot of geek t-shirts. Well, the other day I was at GameStop and they had a whole clearance section and they had a bunch of their t-shirts on clearance. So I looked around, I found some XX t-shirts, and I found this one, this Deadpool one. It says Deadpool Antihero, and the date 1991. Now the date 1991 is significant. If you're a Deadpool fan, then you know it's not, you know this. But if you're not, or if you've just discovered Deadpool from the movie, then you wouldn't know this, or you might not know this. 1991 was the year that Deadpool was created by Rob Liefeld. And he created it. Deadpool appeared in New Mutants number 98, and he was, you know, an anti-hero, and so that's a pretty cool shirt there for that. I mean, I've been a fan of Deadpool for a while, and I actually got back into comic books probably in the 90s, and it was actually after Rob Liefeld left Marvel and went to create Image Comics, and that's where I got back into comic books. And I got into comics early on when I was a kid with the Transformers comic books, but I never got into anything like X-Men and the Marvel and the DC stuff. I love Transformers, so that's what I stuck with. But when I got older, I went into the Image Comic stuff. So Rob Liefeld had a team called Youngblood, and there's a couple other things, but there were characters, and they were all pretty much drawn the same way. The look of Deadpool, and I think there was one character that it was kind of like he was sort of like Deadpool, but you know, not really. Anyway, I collected all that stuff. Everything that came out from Image, I collected. I collected Spawn, I collected Wildcats, I collected Wetworks, I collected Youngblood, the Max, all those different things that they all came from the Image Comics umbrella. And for years I stuck with the brand that Jim Lee did, which was Wildcats, and I stayed with Wildcats for a long time. And there was Wildcats, and there was Gen 13, and it just kept going. Stormwatch, and there was all those different ones. Oh, the Savage Dragon too, Eric Larson. And so I really enjoyed all those comics, and collected them for years and years and years. And the funny thing is that some of the guys that I went down to the comic book store to collect them with actually opened their own comic book store, and they have 2 locations now in New Hampshire, and they're like the biggest comic thing in New Hampshire. They've got a couple of stores, and they created New Hampshire Granite State Comic Con, or Granite Con, and that's just really awesome that somebody who loved comics that much was able to make that their life, and that is just really cool to me. The other thing I found while I was at GameStop was another Deadpool-related item, and this is a Deadpool DORBZ. All right, so it's got kind of it's almost like there's way. This is a different costume, but you know, here he is in his little DORBZ costume, and here's just a closer look at the Deadpool DORBZ. This is exclusive to GameStop, so he's got the black suit with a black head sock there and red eyes instead of like a primarily red look to him. The t-shirt and this, $3, $4. Hey, find stuff in the clearance rack, find some fun stuff. Anyway, this is Drew Bennett from BenSpark.com. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as BenSpark, Facebook.com/I'm not a famous blogger, and you can always find me here making videos every day. Thanks for watching.